Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today you can see I'm not in my normal location. I'm actually in my parents' house in California, which is a far departure from where I normally live in London. And I'm really excited because today I'm going to be doing a plant tour of some Southern California plant shops. Might even be going to like a greenhouse with crazy monsteras. But I'm actually meeting up with two plant people, influencer-y people, YouTube, Instagram people. Patrick, aka Patidendrin, and Denise, aka Tropical Seductions, and they have agreed to show me around and basically have a little planty day with me and show me what's up, which I'm super duper excited about because when I used to live in California, I wasn't into houseplants. I think part of it's just because there's so much nature around here. I didn't feel as much of a need to bring it in to my home, whereas in London, in like a grey city, and generally just worse weather, I really need that extra nature in my life. So I was never into houseplants here, so I really don't know what the scene is like, and I'm excited to go exploring with them today and seeing some cool plants and bringing y'all along with me. So yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. Before I do though, I just want to say if you're new here and you don't know me already, hi, my name is Emma and I make houseplanty content all over the internet, usually in the UK. Today we're in California, but usually in the UK. So if you want to follow along with my houseplanty journey and maybe learn something along the way, stick around, watch more of my videos, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back. I really hope you enjoy exploring with me. Let's get going. Hi Patrick! We promptly made our way through LA down to Long Beach, hitting some classic traffic along the way. That's something I don't miss about California. But we eventually got through it, and then we met up with Juan from LB Plant Collector, and he showed us his insane greenhouse setup. Holy cow. Yes, he does have nature sounds playing all the time, and I think it really adds to the vibe. I really enjoyed it.
Starting with Carla, my wife, she was collecting plants, and she would have over 100 inside the house.
Wow.
And at one point I was like, hey, you gotta throw these outside. She's like, build me a greenhouse. And I said, no, I want a jacuzzi. So we had built her a greenhouse, and then we filled it up. And then after that, I kind of took over and said, I'm gonna start collecting plants. And ever since then, it's been all, she's kind of like in the sidelines now, and I'm the one that's sourcing the plants and looking for these plants. I think out of all the plants here, my favorite one is this one right here. It's one of the cuttings from the discovery of 1961. They discovered this plant in Mexico. And then once this one came to the States, I think they brought it to Balboa Park. Tom Piergrossi is the one that got this one, known as the Hawaiian clone. And then we have the Burrow Mark Swain.
Yeah, that's popping off nowadays.
Those three are like, these right here are like my favorite.
LB Plant Collector might be known for their incredible variegated monstera collection, but they also have quite a collection of anthuriums at the back of their greenhouse as well. I was particularly interested in the Dock block here. It is an Anthurium Michelle, which I have never seen anything like it before, but it is so beautiful. They also had a really interesting way of doing moss poles inside of pipes or bamboo like this without any mesh on the front, which I found really interesting, and they look like they work really well. They also have this outdoor section of gigantic monsteras that live outside all year round, including a monstera type constellation. I was so envious of this whole area because the plants were so beautiful, and I can't believe they live outside. That could never happen in the UK. So we just got to Plantiitas, but first we're going to get some lunch, and we're gonna get Mexican food. I think tacos, because I have been missing Mexican food so much. So yeah, and we're gonna meet up with Denise here as well, which will be awesome.
Okay.
Oh yeah, work it. We ate at Lola's Mexican Cuisine, which was absolutely delicious. I got some Baja fish tacos, which, oh my goodness, they filled the void for me with Mexican food. They were so delicious. I wish I could eat these every day. We then made our way across the street to Plantiitas, which was an amazing store in Long Beach. First thing we did when we got there was go inside their greenhouse, which is full of their more rare, uncommon plants. The cute little begonias, aren't they adorable? Oh. I should apologize though here when I'm talking about plants in general and I'm talking about their monetary values, I do sometimes accidentally say pounds instead of dollars because I'm more used to saying pounds. And so when I'm talking about the plants in this shop, remember that I'm talking about them in dollar values even if I do say pounds. Sorry about that. It is really confusing and it confuses my head too. So I've got some of these billy ties. Mm-hmm. $25 isn't bad for a belly tie. Have they gone down in price?
They have, yeah.
Yeah.
How much are they over there?
I feel like they're fairly similar these days. What's this? Oh, Plumanii. I don't think I've ever seen a mini Plumanii.
Oh, me either. So cute.
I've only ever seen them like big. And for $25 isn't bad either. Oh, but this is the variegated Billietier, of course.
So pretty.
Yeah, this is $350, which I think is fairly reasonable for a giant variegated Billietier.
Yeah.
But
it's an 8-inch pot too.
Yeah, it's a big one with like highly variegated too. It's kind of hard to see because it's quite bright in here, but highly variegated. What is this? Philodendron snowdrift, which I've never actually seen a snowdrift in person, which again also quite expensive, $225, but say that's a pretty good price for that. I really don't know in the States which one is. And then the ties, obviously, the tie constellations, which $175 for an okay sized plant. I definitely think they're lower in the States. For something this size, you could probably get it for about 100 pounds. Oh my god, I've literally, holy cow. Is this a variegated Monstera Peru? Oh my god. How much is that? That's 145. Have you ever seen a variegated Monstera Peru before?
Yes.
I've literally never seen one before in my life.
They're becoming a little bit, they're not common, but they're becoming widely available here.
They are not anywhere near available.
So you know which one to take home then?
Yeah, if I could. Is this a Cebu blue?
Yeah, that's fun.
That looks so different from the Cebu blues in the UK.
Oh wait.
Really?
Like, I guess I can compare it. Literally, I could bring it next to the other one. And like, even the structure of the leaves is different, which is so interesting. This is what I'm more used to with the Cebu blues. And like, I mean, I love a little fenestrated Cebu blue. This one down here is 125, which is
that a tortoise or a poly?
way expensive. 65 for the little one,
Okay.
which is, that's way more than what it would be in the US. You can get one that size for like 10, 15 pounds these days.
I find 65 also expensive.
Yeah.
For that one.
Beautiful Siltopecanas though. Oh, you can get a baby tie for 75, which is also a bit more expensive than it would be. Something this size, I feel like you could probably get for about 50 pounds.
Oh, okay.
They've been dropping, yeah.
Yeah, so they're definitely dropping massively. On this beautiful little anthurium back here, 190. Yeah, 190. Whew. So they've also got a dock block, 500 pounds.
Yeah, that will be in the UK.
Oh, also 500
Okay.
pounds. Or no, this is $525. But I mean, this one is really beautiful. For this Syndapsis pictus Silver Lady, there's only one in here actually. But 28 pounds for this many leaves is quite a good deal. Also,
That is like the downfall of a plant. That's another like interesting plant.
What is that?
Milano? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gone down in price so much.
A lot.
these are beautiful though. So the Milano chrysums that we have in the UK, they're much more, the leaves will come out much more like this as opposed to like this. So I feel like this is very Warraquiani.
Yeah.
So there's a little Syngonium in here called a pink roly, which I've never seen before in my life. But it just looks like all of the leaves haven't come out because this is what my Syngoniums look like when they get thrips and they just don't unfurl their leaves. Which is kind of sad because I'm sure it's probably quite a pretty plant because I like the colors in it. I'm obviously not the biggest pink plant person or biggest Syngonium person, but I feel like they would be really pretty if they were flattened out. It's just a shame that they're roly. It's also $265, which is way out of my budget for a plant that looks dead. little baby snowdrift for $50, which is pretty good. I'd say it's pretty comparable to the UK right now. Ooh, didn't even see this UPI up here. And variegated Hadracium. I think that's variegated. Yeah, just a little bit. Not the biggest variegation, but some. Which is pretty cool. I was just talking to the guys, and there's a Manjula pothos up there. And apparently they've like not seen them for sale in the US at all. And this one's even not for sale, which is really weird because I've got a huge one. Like I totally could have brought massive cuttings. I don't think I could have, but I would have wanted to.
My name is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
I'm one of the owners of Plantiitas.
In Long Beach, California. So if you're ever in Southern California, come visit Plantiitas.
Come and say hi.
Yes.
We're always here.
Yeah, so why did you open up Plantiitas?
Well, that's a good question. Well, we opened, of course, like during the pandemic when everybody was crazy about plants.
Yes.
Like, even us, we were like, okay, we need to have plants at home. We have nothing else to do. So plants were a thing. Literally started selling my plants.
Yeah. Like from your own personal collection?
Yeah. So I had a couple plants that I was like growing from like years. So one time I'm like, okay, I need some money. I'm not working, so I'm gonna start selling my plants.
I mean, great way to earn some extra side cash.
I put them up on Instagram. Actually, not Instagram. It was Facebook. Some lady, she moved from out of town, and she's like, I don't want to go out to Home Depot and buy plants because it's not safe. So if you bring all your plants to my house, I buy them.
That's perfect.
So she bought all my plants, and from that I was like, okay, I think this is gonna be a business. It's I mean, something that I like, and something that is gonna keep like growing and growing. So we start selling plants out of our garage.
Wow, yeah.
And from there, I would say 3 months. Yeah.
Now, a massive shop in Long Beach, like bricks and mortar.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, 3 months after we opened our first shop, it was way smaller than this. Probably, I would say 4 times smaller than this.
Okay, wow.
And then after that, we decided to just spend. Our first thought about the shop was like to open a space for like to host events like repotting classes, terrarium workshops, or just any type of like community events.
Yeah.
And then we saw this space. I'm like, this is perfect for that. So let's go and do it.
It's definitely a beautiful space. I can imagine events in here being off the handle.
Yes, we do have all the events you can imagine. We have comedy nights, we have open mics, we had a wedding.
Oh,
so we do.
I'm getting married next year. Can I come here?
Of course, yeah, yeah. If you're invited, no, I'm not. Yeah, so we can do everything. You want here.
That's amazing. You've also got quite a bunch of rare or more uncommon, a bit more collectors-y plants inside of the greenhouse.
Yes.
What prompted you to do that?
Well, I mean, I feel like to stay like on top, you have to keep with the trends and everything. So there was a point that they weren't asking for regular plants; they were asking for more rare stuff.
Yeah.
So that's when we started like bringing the more uncommon plants. But yeah, so this is our shop.
Come visit. I will link them down below. Do you sell online as well, or?
We're gonna start again starting the new year.
Okay, cool.
We have to stop just because of the holidays. It gets too crazy.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll link them down below and link their Instagram and everything. So check them out if you're in the area because it is an absolutely gorgeous shop and come say hi, Kevin.
Yeah, come say hi and thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, look how big those epipermanums are, those golden pothos. In the UK, you would never buy one that big because they just don't come in huge sizes like that. A little fuzzy petiole. Is that a fuzzy petiole? Oh, squammy for 32. I think that's fairly similar. But look at the fuzziness on this petiole. Look at that. Some pretty big silver swords. Very beautiful. For $32. Some big philodendron. Oh, the Congo green, which are really nice. For 32 pounds, that is quite nice for a big plant like this. And I feel like philodendrons like this grow really, really well. One day, my peperomia frost will be this big. I hope. Because they look so pretty like this. So cute. They've got your classic epipermanums. $25 for a neon. Little Enjoy. For 10, which I think is absolutely reasonable, the normal Archeraeus. Ooh, Marble Queen, just pretty classic. Oh my goodness, I've never seen an Amplyssimum like not on a moss pole before. They grow so well on moss poles. And this is 35 pounds, which is a little bit more than I feel like they would be in the UK. But I just think they're so pretty. It's the silver stripe one as well, which is nice. Oh, whoa, what is this? Oh, an Alocasia Mickey Mouse. Variegated alocasias are definitely popping off a lot more. This one's only 45 pounds, which I feel like is pretty good. They've got some nice variegation on them. Look at those. And then over here, this, it says it's a Reginae. It looks like a Bisma to me, but they are very similar. And again, 28 pounds. They're getting lower, and they are very, very beautiful. Who doesn't love a Jacqueline? So pretty. How much is the Jacqueline? The Jacquelines are 45, which I feel like is fairly comparable. I feel like most things so far have been fairly comparable. Look at the size of these hearts on the string of hearts. They're massive. Look at these. Look at that. This is where I feel like we're really gonna get into the cheaper territory. This is an Apuntia Sunburst variegated. I've got a bunch of them and they're only $25. Oh my goodness. Look at these. Look at the variegation on that. That's crazy. But they've got loads and loads of cacti and succulents all along here. Look at those. Those are literally like needles. Oh my god, I really want to just... Okay, that's not that bad. It's quite spiky, but it's not that bad. For $10. I've got a little blue Myrtillo. I've got the big one of this at home. This one's only $10, which is really good. Calanchos. I think they are calanchos. The bear paws. I don't know much about sort of succulents, so I can't really speak to little echeverias, but I mean, they're only $3, which I think is pretty good for a little baby echeveria. Oh, some little Hoyas as well. What are these? Croniana. That is actually surprisingly much more expensive than in the UK for a Croniana. Like this, for 10 pounds, I could get quite a big Croniana compared to these little baby ones. Verticii is fairly similarly priced at 11 pounds. Hoya increstata is this variegated one here. And this one is $50, which, I mean, it's definitely not cheap, but I don't know, I've never seen one of these before. And then, holy hell, they've got like carnivorous plants as well. Some little sundews, Venus flytraps, some little jugs, all here in some like water trays. That's fun. I feel like they just have so much. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. There's like tons and tons of Hoyas up top here. Wait. Oh, Bovada Splash. Oh my god. Let me pull this down. Look at that. That is beautiful. I would so buy this if I could bring it home. $38. I feel like the one this size in the UK would be easily twice that. But, oh, I would buy one of these in an instant. Tons of like Hoya Bella up there too. And some big carry eyes. And the classic sort of Carnosa-y ones. Got some jungle cacti too. Some Queen of the Night for $20 in a hanging pot. That's pretty good. Some massive Dieffenbachias here. Look at those. That's so pretty. Love a bit of variegated Dracaenas.
They also have a huge selection of pots and plant accessories. And they sell things like homeware, apparel, jewelry, and so much more.
Look at these people using their Mills bows for jewelry instead of plants. What's wrong with you? You could be using these for plants.
That's changed.
We used to fight for them. you know, for the plants.
Yeah.
Now we use them for these.
I mean, that is fair. This is their intended purpose.
Exactly.
What are you buying?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
Good to see you.
You too.
Good to see you. And nice to meet you.
A variegated euphorbia in this parking lot.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. Oh my god, look at that. So back home now, had the most amazing day together, didn't we?
I'm so glad.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Thank you so much for showing me around and like bringing me to the best planty spots.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
Yeah, so if you haven't already, go follow Patadendron on Instagram and YouTube. Do you do TikTok?
I'm on there.
Follow him, I guess. And yeah, so that's it for now. If you want to see more from me, like this video and comment other houseplanty things. If you want to see more of other people like Patadendron in the future, let me know and subscribe for more. Thank you all so much for watching. Keep growing. Bye.